So the reason that I ended up coming to see Dr. P is because I had some pretty serious lower back pain that I sustained during some exercise activity, and had gone all over Atlanta to see different doctors to see if somebody could help me with it, and I never really had any real relief, and I was in a pretty good amount of pain. A client actually told me about Dr. P, and I came out here, and for the first time in 2 years, I was pain-free on his table. So that was pretty powerful to me because I hadn't felt any relief in quite a while. So it was amazing, and it took about 3 or 4 months for me to get fully healed, but it was worth every amount of time and all these trips up here, so it's been great. My worst day of lower back pain was probably, there are numerous days but that were very similar, but primarily just having a hard time getting out of bed. Getting in and out of the car was incredibly painful. Riding in a car was painful. So this was days on end. It wasn't just one day, but it was a long time with varying degrees of pain. The first day that I didn't have any pain was on Dr. P's table when he first adjusted me, and I couldn't believe it because I'd had searched so long for answers and trying to figure out what was going on with my back, and to feel that on his table was unbelievable. It was life-changing, to be honest. To be pain-free was amazing because, as I'm sure many people know, pain can change you and it can make you a meaner person, and it was nice to be back to my old self again. So I'm just guessing from my husband's standpoint, he's probably just tired of hearing me constantly complain about it. I was tired of hearing myself complain about it as well, and the change once I was pain-free, it was just amazing. Back to my normal active self. We own gyms around the Atlanta area, and we both need to be incredibly active, and to have part of the team kind of sidelined, which was what happened in my case, was tough because it is a very active field that I'm in. I have to pick up heavy objects and move them, and being in pain, I always had to ask for help, so it was good. When I first heard about Dr. Parkerson's techniques, it was actually a client who explained it to me, and he said, be prepared, it's a little bit different. He says it's not going to be the cracking that you normally feel, or you feel like something's really happening. He said you might even feel like it's a little bit like voodoo. He said, but I promise you it will work. I don't fully understand what Dr. P does with the precision that he uses to figure out how to adjust you, but there does appear to be a good bit of math and geometry, which I'm not a stellar student at, but it looks very fancy and and impressive to me, and all I know is that it works. I would say it's worth every penny. My insurance does not cover what I have done here, but it's at this point I'm coming monthly. It's $40 a month. I have a health savings account. I'm able to put money into that and then pull from that to pay for my services. And to me, it's worth every penny. I would pay triple that, to be honest with you, to stay pain-free. It's worth it. I think most people would agree that it's a small price to pay.